So the time has come. Finally got Farming Simulator 22 bought and downloaded. Uh, right now, I'm just kind of testing the waters on things right now. And let me tell you what, this is awesome. The graphics, the game so far, I am like really astounded by. And there's a lot of other things that are different. It's just amazing. Just can't even describe, like, just the first taste of this game so far is it's just out of this world, and I'm really liking it so far. And a lot of the controls are the same for the most part. I'm just kind of testing things out right now, like even the difference in the way that it throws down the fodder and leaves the windrow and whatnot. You just got to play the game for yourself. I mean, it is just absolutely phenomenal. Just the things that have changed for this game. I mean, just look at that. I mean, that is so like, I'm at a loss of words with how, whoops, getting ahead of myself here. Just amazed by the graphics right off the bat, and just how much different this game is. It's great. So I'm going to go ahead and get this cut off here real quick, and then I'm going to kind of show you guys what I did to start and just the different things. Just there are some things that are different on here, so bear with me on that much. So let me get this finished real quick, and we'll go from there. Look at that. That's just awesome. Whoops, wrong button. Okay, so right here is basically the main farm of where you start out at. You start out with some equipment. You start out with a harvester, tractor, just some basic equipment just to get started. But obviously, for those of you guys that know me, I know how to do the money cheat on here. So I have already sold the equipment, done the money cheat, and as you can tell, I already have the X9 1100 purchased with a 50-foot John Deere draper head, the biggest grain head that Deere offers now. So basically, you start off here standing in your house, and you can basically go and you can sleep. And then this is all kind of, I haven't really done any exploring yet. So got yourself a barn, a little grain setup here. Tells you how full your silos are. And basically just tells you that this is where you can dump. And then you have, your barn over here for, I'm assuming this is the same red barn that's in the other game where you can store like hay and straw bales and whatnot. So as far as the map goes, you get up here to the top. As you can tell, the layout for the options is completely different. Everything is over here on the left hand side, and you just keep on scrolling down like to the bottom to get through all the settings. But the map is still somewhat similar. You still have all of your your grains and everything that you can harvest over here. And then you have all your icons that show you like your house, where you can get water at, or the water tank on the farm, and then you got just a bunch of other places on here where you can get rid of your grain and all that good stuff. And then the shop where you can buy equipment is, just a second, let me find it right here, vehicle shop. So right here's the vehicle shop, and then right down here is where your farm is at. So it's pretty convenient. You're pretty close to the vehicle shop here on this map. This map name, I forgot what map I chose. It's the very first one that you can select. I got excited, went through, and I just got this set up real quick just so that I could see what it was like. As you can tell, the very first map that's on here, it's a pretty big map. And then these down here, the numbers, when you have the ownership of the farm or the field, it is highlighted blue. And then if you want to buy farmland, it's still X, and then escape is still escape. And then a lot of the controls are still basically the same. So that is pretty much, the map. And then over here, you have basically where all your equipment is at. So I only own the combine and nothing else right now. And as you can tell, it's right here. So it still tells you where your equipment is all at on the map. And then you got your weather, time of the year. There's actually a setting in here where if you turn on the weather, and I'll show you this here in a minute, it actually only allows you to plant and harvest during certain seasons like you normally would, like in real life, like how you plant in the spring and harvest in the fall. You can set it up that way, which I believe the setting for it is down here in settings for the game. Yep, right here, season. So seasonal growth. Turns on a growth calendar that I cannot read that. Where did it go? Basically, it's the growth calendar and the withering of the plants. Planting is only possible when the crop can be reached maturity. So I have that turned off for the time being right now, just because I want to kind of mess around with stuff. But all your settings are right here. So you got your vehicle overview of your equipment, your hours, when it needs to be worked on, the price value of it. And then right here is basically your finances for everything, your animal pens, and then contracts, fertilizing, field harvesting, all that good stuff that you have through people. And then production chains, and then you have your statistics, and then the settings, which I just showed you. There's also snow on here also, and then you have your normal crop destruction, periodic plowing, weeds, all that good stuff, the automatic engine shut off and on, the dirt, stop and go braking. All your settings are right here in the game settings. Then you have your general settings right here. So, your sound, the trains, everything, volume, all that good stuff is down here. And then you have your keyboard controls. So like I said, everything is pretty much the same for the most part. And then you have your help box, and that is pretty much it as far as everything over here. So like I said, the layout is different, but as far as like all your controls, your settings, your general settings, it's all pretty much the same, and just except the bar is right here on the side instead of up here on the top like it was in Farming Simulator 19. So as you can tell, I just got this field off. It was a wheat field, and as you can tell, I accidentally had the winter rower on the combine. But like I said, I was just messing around with stuff. So there is a Farming Simulator website for this game as well. And then back at the main menu, which we'll go to that right now as soon as my game saves. Let's see, I gotta scroll down here, save the game one more time just because I'm weird about that kind of stuff. And we'll go back to, so this is the this is where it all starts. So you got career, multiplayer, and we're gonna turn the music off so you guys can hear me a little bit better. So basically, you know, same layout as Farming Simulator 19. You got career, multiplayer. Downloadable content is your mods. So this is where you would go to get anything that you want to download from the mod center on here. You got Mod Hub on here. So then you have, you know, the mods that you've installed off the website. You know, what needs to be updated, downloads, DLCs, and then extra content, and then so on and so forth. So you can still download mods, then you have your achievements, your options, your credits, and then if you want to quit the game as well. So what I do is, so this is how it works. You click on career, we're going to pick an empty slot, pick whichever one you prefer, and then, the first one is Elmcreek. So this is the map that I started, but the first 3 maps that you're going to start out with the game from scratch is Elmcreek, yeah, whatever that says, and is it HAUT-BEYLERON, I think, not too sure, and then ERLENGRAT. Okay, we're going to go with that. Can't say, I'm terrible at sounding out how to, you know, how to say stuff. So I started out with this one, and then you click continue. The map downloads right here, so you just give it a little bit for it to load. Usually doesn't take too long if you have good Wi-Fi. So then once the map is downloaded, you just hit start, and then you can go through and you can set up your character. You just choose a character. You can choose your hair, facial hair, mustache, outfits, and then you have tops also. You know, jeans, boots, hats, gloves, sunglasses, all that good stuff over here. And then you just hit confirm, and then you get the welcome, you know, the welcome to Farming Simulator box. Go ahead, and if you want to do the guide, go ahead and hit yes. If you don't, you hit no. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit yes. So guide tour, basically just to your left at the edge of your field is a big green harvester. Head over there and touch the exclamation mark icon next to it, so on and so forth. So once you've read that, you can click OK. And then this is what you start out with. You start out with a wheat field, and then you also have some equipment over here, truck over there in the barn, a header cart, and then you also have your tractor and trailer for hauling grain, and then the combine that you start out with over here is over here to the right. So this is what you start out with. Top liner Deutz. So this is one of the fields you own from the very start. It's wheat. Has conventionally grown to a stage where it can be harvested. Time for you to enter the combine to get started. So you would get into the combine, you would attach your header, and then you would go ahead and you would start harvesting your wheat. But like I said, I cheated. So basically like I said before, I went through, I sold all the equipment, went ahead and I did the money mod to where I had basically a ton of cash, and I went ahead and I bought that X9 and started harvesting. So, and I showed you guys the house, the barn, and all that other good stuff earlier. So then you also start out with, you know, your tractor and your field cultivator, and it also does come with a weight. So got yourself a nice John Deere 4755. So start out by working this field, and yeah, that's pretty much what you got to do right out of the get-go. But like I said, you own, whoops, see if I can, we'll go back here, and you own this field and that field to start out with. So just a friendly reminder. So like I said, really, really happy with the way the map looks. Um, the sound, of the equipment, the graphics, the map, all that good stuff. And I've only done a little bit of exploring, so there's definitely going to be some more videos to come. But this was basically just a video to show you the gameplay of the Elmcreek map, and probably be doing videos of the other maps here soon. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, guys. Just wanted to let you guys know that Farming Simulator 22 is now been purchased for me. So I got it bought basically today on the day that it came out, the 22nd. And so far, really liking it. So spent many hours and a lot of good times on FS19, but I guess it's time to move on to the new game. So like I said, definitely more videos to come. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Don't forget to leave your comments down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you have a quick second, hit that notification bell so you guys can stay up to date what's going on here on the channel. So until next time, guys, hope everybody is doing good and doing well, and we will see you guys on the next upload.